We're about to go to the Lantern Fest. We're getting $10 for parking. We only have 7. Taking it out of the piggy bank. Lantern Festival, Tooele, Utah, 2017. I shaved also, by the way, if you couldn't tell. This is how I get my B-roll when I'm driving. Marley's got the wheel. Thanks, babe. Yo, we're out here at the Lantern Festival waiting for our food from the food truck. We got here at about 7 o'clock and it's 9 o'clock, and right when we got here we got in line for food. It was really long. There was even a couple food trucks that ran out of ingredients, had to cancel or tell everyone to, you know, leave the line and that they were out of food. So we've been sitting here for 2 hours, about an hour and 45 minutes before we ordered our food, and it's been about another 15 minutes since we ordered it, so we're still just actually waiting on getting our food. We've already paid for it. Is the ice cream?
Mochi. It's like a little marshmallow ice cream.
Mochi ice cream, mango.
Definitely yummy.
Oh no!
That is actually really good. Holy cow.
Okay, I'd be like,
Yo, this is delicious. I don't know if I'm just so hungry that this is really good, or this is actually really good. But that's pretty good.
It's almost like a gummy candy on the outside of it.
It's got the consistency of like a frozen... Maybe. It's got the consistency of like a frozen marshmallow type. It tastes like mango. It's actually really tasty. Alright, so hopefully we'll get our food soon. It's just getting dark now, so the lanterns should all be getting lit here pretty soon, within the next 20 minutes or so. But yeah, I put up my camping chair and I'm just waiting for our food. So, I'm starving. I kind of didn't eat just so I could get food truck food today, and it was a mistake because it took us forever to get food. The only issue I'm going to have here is it's dark, so I don't know how well the iPhone camera video recorder is going to do. Hopefully it's alright, because I'm going to be very disappointed if it doesn't work out too well. Like, you can already see the noise just in this camera, so I guess we'll see. Still waiting for our food 20 minutes after the last post. Last update. Marley was saying this is definitely a live and learn situation, because this is nothing less than absolutely infuriating that we've been here since 7 o'clock and literally have just been in line and to order and been in line for our actual food. Oh my god, it's here. Oh no. Another issue. She's talking about our order. This is not good. What did they say? They called our name, but there's an issue. It's another problem. What did they say?
They said they're out of popcorn chicken, so I just got another sesame ball instead. Which is fine, it wasn't even for us in the first place.
God. Oh. Here, I had a popcorn chicken. I thought that was going to be our glimmer of hope there, but it wasn't. Disappointed. I'm hangry. And it's dark, and they're about to do the lantern any minute now. I can feel it in my bones that they're about to do it any minute.
Right now, I feel like I have to wait so I can sleep.
You want to taste the sesame ball?
Yeah.
It's warm. The order on bottoms for Terry.
Alright guys, it is 1:30 in the morning. We just finally made it back home. I'm exhausted. I really just need some ice water right now. So I'm gonna get that. It was kind of ridiculous. So as I told you before, we kind of waited in line for food for about 2.5 hours. Finally got our food, and then right as we went to go sit down and eat it, they started doing the lanterns, which I showed you. And then as soon as like everybody's lanterns went up, I'd say there was probably close to 1,000 people, if not over 1,000. I would say the minimum amount of people that were there was 1,000 people, kids and everybody included. So the parking lot was full, as you saw, and there was a ton of people. I showed you the people too. We decided to kind of just, as soon as the lanterns stopped going and there wasn't as many people lighting them off, some people waited a little bit later to do it, that we'd go, and of course traffic was a mess. So we went out to our car about 10 o'clock. Our day started at 5:45, and we left the house, got there about 6:45. It's an hour drive away. Got in line about 7 by the time we made it through the front gate, and the food trucks got in line at about 7. Didn't get our food till about 9:30, I'd say. So yeah, 2.5 hours, and then about 10 minutes after we actually got our food and found a place to sit, they did the lanterns, and then that was 10 minutes worth, and then we left at 10. So we left at 10, and the parking lot was obviously a freaking mess, and we did not leave the parking lot until 12:11 a.m. Marley and I actually fell asleep in the car. I had a show on Netflix going, and we fell asleep and woke up like an hour later, and there was no cars in the parking lot, so we left, and then it was an hour drive back. So probably could have left the parking lot at about 11:30, I'm assuming. The last time I remember seeing the clock was 11:11, because I was like, yo, it's 11:11, make a wish. That's the last time I remember seeing the clock, and then I didn't wake up until about 12:11, so we probably slept for about an hour, and Marley woke me up, and she's like, hey, someone came by, and they're telling people to leave, and I'm like, oh, crap, alright, we better go then. And the parking lot was basically empty, so I don't know when they actually cleared out, but I'm assuming it was a while before we left. But yeah, so it's 1:30 now. I'm just getting into bed and getting some water. The 10 minutes of the lantern lighting totally made like the 2 hours of waiting in line for food like totally worth it. Like I was hangry and upset, And once the lanterns went off and the skies filled, it was like really cool. I hope that the video footage really like captures what it was like to be there. It probably won't, but I'm hoping that it'll give you guys an idea of what it was like, because it was really cool and like blissful and zen. And just like kind of, I wasn't really hangry. Like I had barely just gotten to eat a little bit. I didn't even finish my food before they started. And so I recorded it, and I totally, like, everything, all my anger, like, went away. And then we went out to the car and waited for 2 more hours, and then I was kind of infuriated again. So we're definitely going to do things a lot differently next time. Basically, we sat in line for 2 hours and then sat in our car for 2 hours for a 10-minute ordeal.